Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. You're probably going to recognize the same exact outfit and location from my last video, but I wanted to come here for you guys and do a video that's been requested lately, and it is basically all about belly fat and how to get a flat stomach in the shortest time possible without exercise. So everyone knows that I'm a big fan and preacher of not being able to lose any fat without doing exercise, and that is true. But the tips that I'm going to give you in this video are perfect for if you're someone who is going on a trip, or if you're like me and you struggle with stomach bloating. Stomach bloating is a bitch. It's a real thing. If I want to eat one thing, even if it's like a freaking grape, I'm like so bloated. So if you guys are like me and you suffer from that and you want to have a flat stomach because, girl, the weather's getting hot, we're going to have to expose our bodies, then these tips are for you. So to start off with, one of my biggest bloating tips for you guys is to make sure that you are not eating anything, nothing passes your lips, at least 3 hours before you go to bed. Now this seems like why does it matter when I eat? Eating too close to bed just means that food is sitting on your stomach all night and it never really properly digests, and you are not giving your metabolism a chance in the morning. And I'm just going to tell you, every time I eat too close to bed and I haven't digested properly, my stomach is always way more bloated in the morning. Tip number 2, I know I've spoken about this one before, but you want to cut down on your white or beige carbs. I love white and beige food. Bread, pasta, white potatoes, white rice, I don't really like that, but many people do. Cookies, blah, blah, blah. You know, all those foods that are beige and bland looking but taste freaking amazing. Why? Those are full of simple carbohydrates, and what our body does is our body regulates and digests simple carbs basically the same way that it digests sugar and glucose. We know sugar and glucose contributes directly to stomach fat. You want to replace your simple carbs with more complex carbs. Now, if you are someone that still wants to eat bread, not white bread, replace that with brown or whole wheat multigrain bread is the best option. If you are someone that loves potatoes, I love white potatoes. I limit them and I mostly eat sweet potatoes. I am not telling you to not eat carbs because carbs are in almost everything. But for me personally, when I eat a lower carb and a more complex carb rich diet, that is when I notice my stomach is the most flat, the least bloated, and anytime I'm going on a vacation or I have a situation where, you know, this needs to be snatched, that is what I first of all eliminate or really reduce. So what goes along with that is I want you guys to lower your sugar intake. Again, sugar is glucose. Glucose goes directly to belly fat. Sugar goes directly to belly fat. Sugar is the best damn thing. Who does not like sugar? But if you guys really want to have the flattest stomach and lose belly fat, you have to really reduce your intake. I know there's conflicting things on this. Some people will say they monitor their sugar intake from fruit, even though it's natural sugar. I'm in like the group of people that doesn't really. I will have as much fruit as I want, which usually is no more than 2 servings per day of fruit. And other than that, I really reduce my sugar. Because it's not only like cakes and desserts and chocolate that have sugar in them and fruit juices. It's even things like bread has a high sugar content, pasta has a sugar content, but then salad dressings and sauces and condiments are like a really big one that you can think like, oh, I'm being so healthy. I'm having a salad today. So let me douse it in this dressing. And it could have a lot of sugar in it and it could be ruining your diet. I also want you guys to look at and take a look at what you're drinking. If you are someone that drinks a lot of fruit juice or soda, you are consuming so many extra grams of sugar a day. It is like insane. I was like an orange juice fiend. I can't even tell you. 3 years ago when I was overweight, or 4 years ago, I did not drink any water. Every single drink throughout the day was orange juice. Yes, I was buying Tropicana. Yes, I was buying all natural, made from freshly squeezed orange juice. But when I looked at that breakdown, that was 30 grams per cup of sugar. So I'm getting 30 grams extra of sugar, probably going up to like upwards of 100 grams of sugar a day by drinking that. And so that is something that I cut out cold turkey. Like maybe if I'm on vacation and I want a mimosa, or, you know, once every few months I will have a little half glass of orange juice just because I love it. But cut those out and I'm telling you, your body and your stomach will thank you, and you will lose inches from your waist and your stomach like that. All I drink now is in the morning I will have 1 cup of coffee, and then for the rest of the day all I drink is water. And that is another huge tip. You guys will know that if you watch any of my videos. Hydration, hydration, hydration. The more water you drink, you're gonna think, oh, I'm gonna get like a bloated, watery belly. In the beginning you may, but you really want to work your way up to drinking at least 8 glasses of water a day, because what that does is it flushes out your body from all the harmful toxins. And after you drink enough water and it becomes a consistent lifestyle, what that also does is it helps de-bloat you. So it's kind of, you may be bloated at first, but then, you know, if you do it long enough, your results are going to show through. Another thing that I personally like to do is eat 5 to 6 smaller meals throughout the day than 3 large meals. Again, if I eat too much food in one sitting, it's all about portion control. That is when I get the bloated feeling and the bloated look. And so by eating 5 to 6 smaller meals, it's very portion controlled, it's small. I'm eating enough to feel satisfied, but never enough to feel overfull because I'm not trying to cram those into my 3 meals throughout the day. That is another way I really help keep my bloating in check. It is life-changing and it is the easiest thing because you're still going to get the same amount of calories and food, but by spreading it out throughout the day, you're giving your body a chance to start digesting that food and breaking it down. And finally, my final tip for you guys is increasing your fiber and increasing the amount of time you go to number 2. So you can do this by increasing fiber, which is found in things like green vegetables or pulses and beans, or even things like psyllium husks and things like that. Adding a few more servings of those types of food will obviously help you increase your fiber. Avocados are really high fiber. You can also get fiber from some nuts as well. The more you go to the toilet, again, that means the more that your body is regulating and flushing out those bad toxins. You're getting rid of the waste and the negativity. And I tell you, the times that I flush my system out and go number 2 more often, the stomach is so flat, it's life-changing, which is why a lot of people love detox teas, me included. I have been a long-time user of flat tummy tea, which I still do recommend. However, I started making my own detox drink earlier this year, and I have a whole video to it on my channel, and since then I haven't needed to buy flat tummy tea. I just make it myself. It's way less expensive and just as effective. It has things like apple cider vinegar, lemon juice, things that are going to speed up your metabolism and also help detoxify your body and get rid of waste, but it's a milder cleansing effect. You're not going to be sitting on the toilet for too long. So I will leave the link to those 2 recipes down below, the whole video on my channel. I have received so much feedback from you guys that say it definitely works, which it does. It's something that I'm obsessed with. And that's pretty much it, you guys. It's really not that hard. Your diet is really, really key, in my opinion, to having a flat stomach. The cleaner you eat, the better your stomach looks. Now, if you really want to reduce fat, of course, high-intensity interval training is the best thing for that, and you're going to need to sweat it out. But I use it in conjunction with all the tips that I just gave you. But if you're in a pinch and you have like a week before you're going somewhere, exercise isn't going to cut it because we know that takes months. And so these tips are going to be your best friend. And I hope you guys found this video helpful, and I'll be back with another one really soon.